You cannot negotiate with terrorists. This is a huge lesson that I've had to learn in my life when it comes to negative people. And I'm not talking about actual terrorists. I'm talking about negativity terrorists. The people that only have negative things to say. They have nothing positive to say. They always have something negative. Even if it's the most positive thing in the world, they will spin it to be negative. You cannot negotiate with these people because they are terrorists. If you think of what a terrorist is a person who only wants to do harm. That's what a terrorist is. If you think of, God forbid, a terrorist attack, the goal of that attack is to do harm. So a terrorist is somebody whose only goal is to negatively impact an event in a negative way, commit harm. And a negativity terrorist is somebody whose only comment is to serve a negative purpose. There's no positive meaning that can be derived, right? And that is the thing is, you don't negotiate with terrorists. You don't defend your ideas. You don't defend what you're trying to do because you're trying to do something good. You're trying to do something positive. You're trying to better yourself. You're trying to be better, and they're only trying to bring you down. An example of this is, for me, I'm Coach Riles, Coach Riley. I'm an online fitness coach. Someone I knew back from high school comes up, they go, "Oh, Coach Riles," and they're laughing, right? And I don't even respond. I just walk away. I don't even acknowledge they exist. Because to entertain that, they're only saying that in that way to be negative in hopes that it maybe hurts my feelings. Or someone comes up to me and says, "Oh, when you played at Mercyhurst, the year that you transferred, you didn't actually play on the field when they were D1, and because you didn't get to play yet, so you're not like." They say things like this, in hopes that what, I'm gonna quit online fitness coaching, that I'm gonna quit what I'm doing, that I'm gonna not tell my story the way it is and try to inspire and motivate and help other people through my own struggles, my own story. See, that's what they want. Right? And it's the beauty of it, right? Is the people, the terrorists, these people, they're never going to support you. A terrorist, you can negotiate with a terrorist all day. Their goal is to harm. So you can't negotiate with somebody whose goal is to commit harm to you. And these are what these negativity terrorists are. Their goal is to commit harm. These snide comments, right? Oh, your business is doing well. Oh, well, see how long it lasts. You know what I mean? Things like that. Just in my personal life. The people that just always have something freaking negative to say. Listen, and this is it. Negativity terrorists, they will say anything but good job. And this is most people. Most people will say anything but good job. They'll tell you about why it won't work, this, that. They'll talk about freaking... You'll talk about success, and they'll talk about the stock market and how it's bad and however, it's craziness. Anything but good job. They'll say anything but good job to you. And this is why you cannot compete with negativity terrorists, because and that's the thing. Imagine all the time you would spend defending your dreams, defending your ideas, defending, but there's nothing you can say to these people. You can't say anything to these people that's going to... think about this. Think about those negativity terrorists in your life, those people in your life that always have something negative. They're always... It can never be positive. They laugh at people. They laugh at other people trying. I want you to try to think of a scenario in which you could give them the best lines and all this. You could tell them about everything and all your goals, and you could prove them wrong. Could you ever imagine those people saying, "Oh, you know what? You're right." And then from that day forward, all they do is support you. Right? And that's the thing. And my best thing that I found to combat that is just to come from a place of actual, genuine, honest, service. If you come from a genuine place of trying to help people and being honest, if you literally respond to somebody who says some hateful comment, you just say, "You know what, man, biggest thing for me is I just want to help people, and I want to use my story to inspire other people and just try to give people the help that I didn't have, and that's really what I do. And, biggest thing is I appreciate, the comment, but the thing for me is I really just want to, have it a positive light. And if you have something positive to say, I'd love for the support, but if not, man, just don't say anything." Right? Because here's the thing. Negativity terrorists, it takes them more energy to criticize and hate than it does to just not say anything. Like you could just not say anything. You could sit here like this. But they choose. Why? Because they want you to, and here's the funny thing. The negativity terrorists, they're so weak-minded, they believe their words are going to get you, the creator, the doer, the person who's actually putting themselves out there, they believe that their words are going to put that doubt in your mind that's going to get you to stop. But what they don't realize is it's going to get you to freaking double down. Like the type of people who are these negativity terrorists, the people you're hating on, they love that shit. Right? When someone sits there and hates on me, I want to post about it. I want to post 10 times. I want to piss them off. Because to me, it's like when someone says, yeah, I've had comments like this, your transformations aren't real. Who says, I'll post that same transformation 100 times that day? Because it's just like, I'll post the podcast. Listen to the podcast. Listen to them. Listen to the people you're saying the transformation is not real. Listen to them say on an interview for 15, 20 minutes, talk about how great their experience was and how their lives are changed forever. And that's the thing about these terrorists. That they'll hate on that. They will hate on a man whose life I've changed. I've changed a man's life. And they'll sit there and say it's not real. And here's the thing. I can get it. Before and after, oh, it's not real. But the same guy that's on a 15-minute long interview with me about how I changed the course of his life through our program, they'll say that's not real. It's anything but good job. Anything but, you know what, Riley? I'm really impressed. Good job. I support you. Anything. It's anything but I'm just going to support you. And it's really crazy because imagine this, the work that you would spend, and I'll get back to this point, the work that you would spend, all this time you would spend trying to defend them, trying to change for them, trying to change your messaging so they're happy and they don't criticize it, they'll find something else to criticize and they'll find somebody else to criticize. Because by the time that you've diluted your message to service the haters, by the time you've diluted yourself to appease the haters, the people you would have inspired aren't inspired in the same way. So that's what people don't realize. To appease the haters, you lose the inspiration of those who would support you. So it's like, in no way is it ever worth negotiating with the terrorists. Because by negotiating with the terrorists, again, by giving the terrorists what they want, the citizens just get hurt. Because that's the terrorist goal, is to hurt and to harm. Because that's what a terrorist wants at the end of the day. They want to harm. And that's what I'm saying when you listen to them, their goal is to hurt you. They don't want you to say the things the way you say them because they want you to be like, they want you to have all this nuance. But when you say things like that, and when you don't actually give it raw, real, your story with your bias and your viewpoints, then it's just boring, right? People love you because it's you and it's authentic and it's real and you're inspiring. And that's the beauty of being truthful and authentic too, is because when people hate, they're hating you. When people hate me, they're hating me. They're not hating, they hate me, which is okay because I know I'm me. If they don't like me, they just don't like me. Right? A lot of times people will tie their success to like a product or whatever. My stuff's me. It's me and my story and how I went from being a Division I football player and how I, was overweight. And I was overweight as a kid and I became a Division I football player, all-star athlete. And then I went and gained weight and then I lost the weight and I inspired others and it just spiraled. That's my story. That's my story. And if you hate that story, then you hate me. You hate my story. You hate the journey I've been on. If you hate my client results, you hate the good that I'm trying to do in this world. And it's truly sad to see the way these people, these negativity terrorists, will attack you. People attack me, like all day, all the time. I get it. It's craziness. And here's the thing, man. The people that are attacking you, are they ever going to actually support you anyway? They're never going to support you. So stop trying to appease them. And that's really the point of the video, is you can't negotiate with terrorists because terrorists don't want to negotiate. They want to harm. And if you just start trying to impact and serve and inspire the people you're called to serve, and do your best and better yourself, the terrorists will go away anyway. Because when they realize they can't do what they want to do, which is to harm and impact and negatively impact, and you come from a place of love and they say a hateful comment and you're like, man, I wish you the best, bro. Like, I genuinely, is there anything I want you to succeed in? Is there anything I can do for you, bro? Like, when you come at them like that, it makes it so freaking hard to hate. Like, because they cannot get to you. They can't get to you. They can't. And that's a big lesson for me. Like, I will double down on serving, inspiring, and I just try to make valuable content to help. Everything, I want to help people get in shape. And that's really the driver of what I do. And when I try to come from a place of service, and this is my story, and this is what worked for me and my clients, and what we do, and here's why, and here's the results, and I don't try to come from, you should do it, like, this is what I do, and here's me and my story, and my experiences. It becomes a lot easier to come from that place because it's you, and it's real, and it's authentic. And, you know, when you get to the science people, like the science people will sit there and argue, because you can debate all day. But if you just talk about, like, hey, this is just what worked for me, nobody can argue that, man. Nobody can argue your story. Nobody can argue what you have to say. If you're telling somebody about your weight loss, if you're telling somebody about your goals, and you say, no, this is me, man. Like, this is my goals. You don't have to support them. You don't have to support. And if you're not going to support, I'd rather you not say anything. Real shit. So that's kind of, you know, a lesson. You know, don't negotiate with these terrorists. Like, don't let them. You can't. And when I say negotiate, don't even talk to them. Don't entertain them. If someone makes a negative comment to me, they are labeled as a terrorist in my mind. Because, again, when someone says a snide comment like, how's the business? You know, something you know deep down, there's no way that was intended to be positive, right? Like, when that happens, you're written off to me in my life. I will never speak, because you're a terrorist now. If you make a comment like that with the goal to get to me and ultimately try to get me to quit, right? Because there's no other reason you would say that other than to try to put doubt in my mind to quit, so you can feel better about yourself that you don't do shit with your life. You're written off. You're written off in my life, because I can't be taken off course. And here's the thing about the negativity terrorists: if you listen to them and try to appease it, you can't win. Okay? So this is like someone like Trump, dude. Like, someone like Trump, whether you like him or hate him, you know, this guy can't even listen to the terrorists. He can't listen to the negativity terrorists, because when you have that much hate, you can't even, like, dude, you can't even consider it. Like, it'll frick with your head. So you have to just, nope, fake news. Like, you can't even try. Again, you can't even try with the people, because their goal is to be malicious and to harm, you know, whatever it is, news outlets or whatever it is. If someone doesn't like you and their goal is to negatively impact you, there's no negotiation. It's just, hey, I'm here to help and serve, and I'm trying to just help people. And, you know, if you'd like to support, I appreciate it. If you're not going to support, I'd rather you not even speak to me ever again for the rest of your life. I'll forget you exist, which I probably will, because you're not doing anything with your life. So, no worries. Hey, I love you. I support you. Have an awesome day. Like, that's the response. Seriously. So, negativity terrorists, don't negotiate with them. They're not going to be in your life. If you want a positivity terrorist, if you want somebody who's going to be a positivity terrorist in your life and root for you, support you, and if you're, you know, a career executive businessman, you're a freaking go-getter guy, but when it comes to, you know, the gym and your body, it's not really matching the success that you have in your personal life, in the next 180 days, if you want to be 20 to 50 pounds lighter, lose 20 to 50 pounds body fat within the next 180 days. With me, Coach Riles will do it in 60 minutes a week, without dieting, without meal plans, with all this crazy stuff. Why? Because it'll be something you can actually maintain and sustain forever. my CEO stretch system. If you'd like, you can book a free call with me. I'll walk you through it. If I feel like it could be a fit, we can get you signed up. We can get you rocking and rolling. We can speak very soon. But that was the lesson, the negativity terrorists. You cannot let them win. You got to have positivity terrorists in your life. You got to have people in your life that are pushing you and supporting you and guiding you. And that's kind of what we do at CEO Trade. You have me giving you the plan, the roadmap, and you have other people in the program doing the same thing, literally the same thing you're trying to do, they're doing it. Other career-driven, busy executive guys who are on a mission to succeed, who are on a mission to be the best. And if you want to be a part of that mission with us and you want to be on the positivity terrorist mission with the people who have nothing but good things to say and their only goal is to serve and help, you can book a call with me. We can get started. We can join. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm rooting for you. Have an amazing day.